We then made our way forward at a creeping pace, moving as silently as possible. With every step, I put my weight on my toes before my heels. It was an old Indian trick I'd picked up back in Montana, but I still needed to keep a close eye out for twigs and dried brush. We paused every 5 yards or so to look through our binoculars. The cat was still lying down, but it had changed positions. At 25 yards out, our luck held, but we still had a stream to cross. It would be quieter than dry land, but there was always a risk of slipping on a loose rock and causing a splash. Since Murphy held the dart gun, he maintained lead going into the water while I trailed behind him a few feet to his left so I could have a clear shot in case crap hit the proverbial fan. When we were about halfway through the stream, a shot rang out from our right. Something big. Sounded like a .300 Winchester Magnum. Easy to tell because it's a favorite caliber of big game hunters. We ducked and dove for cover at the water's edge, making a splash and getting soaked. The cat had sprung to its feet at first shot. 2 more shots echoed in quick succession, followed by the cat's screech. We were both on our bellies in the mud, and I scrambled to bring up my rifle, though I didn't know whether to aim in the direction of the cat or the poachers, not knowing which posed the greater threat. The cat helped me decide when it ran directly at us. Even injured, it was covering several meters with each bound. My compatriot swapped the tranquilizer gun for his rifle. Darts were always preferred, but they took much longer than bullets to bring down an animal. With how fast that cat was coming, darts would never take it down in time. I thumbed the safety off my rifle just as the cat tore through the brush in front of us. It opened its mouth wider than I would have thought possible and leapt with a feral growl that would have made anyone piss their pants. The other game warden and I fired simultaneously, hitting the tiger multiple times in its head, neck, and chest. Our rifles barely made the cut to take down a bear. They were nowhere near what we needed for a cat that size, but put enough holes in anything, especially at short range, and you'll bring it down. The cat continued forward, stumbled, and crashed a mere 3 feet from our position. I stared at the wheezing tiger as its dying breaths whistled through bloody, gurgling holes in its chest. The majestic beast seemed impossibly large up close, its saber-like teeth even larger. I clenched my jaw as a vice squeezed my heart because I'd been forced to kill something so incredible. I clenched my jaw. These guys were going to jail, definitely. The dirt kicked up next to me as more gunshots rent the air. These shots sounded to be from rifles like the AR-15 I confiscated from the poacher rather than the .300 Winchester. "Hold your fire! Law enforcement agents, hold your fire!" I yelled. They didn't.